what's up, by the way, Johnny? How you doing? All right, what the Pix band's like? Well, Afro, yeah, no surprises.
There's the goddamn Scylla.
Dude, yeah, I was about to say Scylla's gonna be first pick. I was literally about to say that. They're not gonna let Paul get Scylla. All right, Paul Chunga, clearly. Guan Yu, set. That's a wrap. Just kidding. It's Cupid.
Oh.
I'm so sick of Cupid. I want to see.
No, the Aries, man.
Am I like a second or two behind you again?
You're way behind.
I don't understand how this happens. Like, I don't do anything to my screen. I don't touch it, and there's a
Like they
Colin,
just
there's
locked
a
in
Morgan.
for me.
Yeah. I still don't understand how mine falls behind compared to yours.
Damn, PK got a nice draft.
I think PK's draft is better so far. I think they've won in the top 3, at least.
Yeah, they got that better draft for sure. The Scylla pick is solid. Aries, I'm so sick of seeing Aries.
I really can't help but feel like comp meta turned into some weird, like, snowball pressure bullshit in between those 2 months of downtime. And I feel like they got locked really hard into that meta as opposed to, like, exploring outside of it. I don't think I have low latency. I mean, I just have, like... I really don't think that I have low latency turned on. Like... I just have it on, like, you know, standard. Oh, whoops, that just messed me up.
I wonder what they're gonna pick for ADC on Radiance.
Who's winning this set? I mean,
I'm actually just so.
I want to see. Again? I think PK can win this set, just because I think they're a better team at adapting. About damn time.
There it is.
About damn time. I want to see Radiance win this game.
Now,
just
if they didn't have a fucking Ares and it was like a Sobek instead, that comp would be dirty.
Why do you think they're avoiding Sobek so hard?
I don't know why people are avoiding Sobek. It makes me sick. Sobek and Kuzin is avoided all worlds, and it makes me sick.
I feel like they're also because, like, you know, there's a chance that pros are trying to hide strats.
For what? There's literally one set left after this.
If I turn on low latency in advanced settings, yeah, I mean, do I have to do it in, like, my actual Twitch settings? Because because in my actual Twitch settings, I don't actually have that option. Like,
hey, there's a Kuzin. Let's go.
I don't have that option.
That shit's so solid settings. Against Scylla on her.
Let me try and Twitch settings in general. Yeah, I don't even have that option, like I said, and I've been waiting for Kuzumbo forever too. Neomall is such a good Kuzumbo. Yeah, Smite Game Channel doesn't have a low latency option. Like, they don't even want to risk it because low latency can mess things up too. It's just, like, real weird for me. Dude, it's like, I don't mind, Jake. Like, honestly, either of these teams could win. I think I would rather see PK win just because of their set yesterday being the most hyped set of Worlds so far. I was a pretty big fan of the PK set from yesterday, but I'd be happy with any of these teams as long as they're good games. I don't really care who wins here.
Maximum mobility with that.
All right, you're still on the Pix ban screen, right? Like, they haven't gotten in game yet.
And burst damage pretty much on demand. Erlong Shen's on a great transformation a lot of the time.
Yeah, are they in game for you?
You transform with minimum rage. So
no.
Okay, cool. We're finally at the same spot then.
With selections on his side, but it's still a strong pick in its own right.
I've been waiting for us to
get vastly
with his hands.
Look here for
what?
PK. They still have sustain.
Aggro do weird shit with his hands. And then
sustain Radiance.
He's trying to buy time.
Leaps and bounds, but they don't have the Aphrodite. They don't have that absolute.
I can't believe the Taco Karaoke stand walks or the Smite Pro League Studios could run.
90-second team fights that we've seen from through the first 2 games.
probably going to slow him down a little bit there, or give Radiance maybe an advantage to go
Can't
back
believe
in.
me
I
quitting
think
my
it's gonna speed 'em
CEO
up. I
salary
think
really gave them the
they can't
budget to
afford
make this
take these
esports studio.
short little poke trays, then back up, and then
Right.
poke trade, and then back up.
It's go in or get out.
It's go in or we're out of here. You know, we've got to get in there. We've got to get into the back line with this Morrigan. We're going to use.
All right,
this
guys,
Fields
I'm
of
starting to get
Love
hungry. I'm about
push
to
the
I'm
back
about
line
to
back,
text
and
rage.
you're
I'm
hoping
about
your
to
call's
rage
coming
text
around the
my
corner
DoorDash
right as
driver
that
like,
Fields
listen,
of
man.
Love comes up,
I know
because
I just
then
said
they're
it was
coming out
cool, but
with no
I
beams
lied.
coming out of that
I'm
ultimate
starting to
or
feel the
their ultimate
hangry
down in
taking
order to
over.
make
So
it an
if you're
easy
not here
flank
within
here
the
for
next
Paul.
10 minutes,
Well,
you
now
don't get a
you're
tip.
getting someone else who's going to be jumping into the back line. It's Kuzenbo that's going to go back.
Sometimes
there
I
and
say
go for the
ridiculous shit,
picks
man. I can't even
and
finish
pushes.
saying it because I just
had
feel
him
bad.
listed as an
I
Aurora
actually
pick
like
in
feel
my
bad
notes.
trying
I
to
didn't
say
even
that shit
think
out
about
loud.
it. You know, Sobek
Because it just
available,
sounds
a
so
lot of other
messed
picks
up.
that we've seen for
And it's
Neil
even
that have been
crazier. I
very
think there's
fine,
somebody
but
out there
especially
like
after
that that's
yesterday,
like that.
some of the sick blink
Like somebody
blocks that
out
we
there
got
is
to see
really
out of him
like
versus
that.
SSG. This Kuzenbo isn't really that like far-fetched
That
for
was
this
super
team,
good until
but
I
is it
laughed.
going to do well? I mean, on here
I
can
know I like
jump
Mifflin
back
being a
away.
caster. I'm
Scylla can get
whatever
away with
about
some
it.
more.
I
Is
mean,
he going to be able to lock
Mifflin's just
people
like a
down
player that
consistently?
knows
I
the
think he
game.
will, because in the mid to late
He
game,
won a
this is a
console
pick
world
that Neil is very, very
championship. I
comfortable
mean,
with throughout the entire
you
game. But in
know,
the mid to late game specifically, Kuzenbo becomes a threat to
Mifflin
the
knows
back line
Smite. It's just that
because
like
they're doing so much damage that they.
Mifflin is a commentator. I mean, honestly, dude, it's like how I was in my first year of commentary. Think about how my first year of commentary was, chat, and seriously ask yourself: are we rating Mifflin and the Newcasters failure? Because I sucked my first year of commentary, man. I really did. I think I didn't really find my casting style until I was well into my second year of commentary under high res, and I think for Mifflin and for Dolson and for Gore and for just like that casting team in general, they've had a really tough time this year, all things considered. Like the fact that they've largely had to base most of their commentary coming from an online like thing.
Is this the first time
They
Honor's
don't
been
get
played at All Worlds?
they don't get a chance to really review like as a team.
I wonder if it is.
I don't know about
I
all
feel like I've only
worlds.
seen Cupid, Rama, Hachi.
Yeah. No, I don't think we've seen Honor. I haven't seen Honor out of any that I've watched. So, yo,
Damn.
Spartacus, by the way, thank you so much for the 25 months. Oh yeah, Netroy played on her. Yeah, Netroy definitely played on her. He was definitely played yesterday.
Apparently he's playing
Yo,
qualies. Here, be
Spartacus,
1 sec. I
cheers,
gotta
by the
pee. I
way.
was drinking.
Got you, Spartacus. Thank you so much for the sub love and support, by the way. But yeah, I think the commentary team, like, I think people do give them more flack than what they deserve, because the problem with the commentary Smite team is that they're just a new team, man. They're like all rookies for the most part, or they have enough rookies that it's like they're all having to cast from an online thing instead of actually getting like the in-person. It changes so much casting online to in-person, because you get to learn more about your co-commentator and stuff in person. You get to develop more or like understand more of their like habits and talking styles. Ooh, this could be a really juicy first blood though on Aurora, but unfortunately Zap's still not level 2, so they're only going to be able to poke out Cyclone. It's good poke, but yeah, definitely not what Nilma and Zap were after there. Gore came from the Paladin. Yeah, but like FPS casting is so different. Like Gore and Dolson both came from Paladins, but you're casting a Smite FPS as opposed to a Smite MOBA. It's two different styles of commentary entirely. So, do I think the current casting team is bad? No. Do I think that they're drastically inexperienced? Yes. I'd be lying to myself if I didn't say that they're inexperienced. Like that's really all it comes down to. Is that the Smite commentary team this year is just really inexperienced, and it's really tough for like seasoned commentators like Hindu, like Aggro, and even Finch, arguably, to really have that much of an impact. Because again, I got direct commentary review from the team. Like we actually came into work certain days, booked solely to watch back our casting sets with each other and give each other round robin review of like what we all thought of like how we casted that week or that set or whatever. And like the current commentary team doesn't really get that, man. And that sucks. And it's a lot harder, I think, to improve on commentary in the circumstances that this commentary team has been given. Um So that's why I'm more than happy to, you know, throw them a bone on these kinds of things, because I do think it's tough in their position. I really do think it's tough. And I think that they're people that could, you know, they could probably become really solid commentators over time.
How this game will move on. Cubo Fred now out of those murky waters we talked about with the leveling earlier on. Now up to level 3.
Yeah,
He's
Spartacus,
on
you already,
He is able to
Spartacus,
play
you already know the way, but I got you.
a little bit of
I
pressure
got
here
you.
on Scary D in the solo side.
Nothing new for Benji. My man's been controlling that lane the entire set, where it feels like
Wow.
PK's been controlling the matches. Benji has been controlling that lane almost single-handedly.
Yeah.
Maybe the only guy on his team that's been able to find proactive.
Yeah,
plays
they've been giving
consistently
Benji a
and
lot
is
of
just
win
working
solo
it the
lane
entire
matchups, though.
time. I want to see Radiance play around the Skakullen and maybe adapting and Benji Voltron together and get something rolling.
Tangs will be that final piece of that aggressive puzzle for Benji and
Sir.
Adapt.
I'm really not
He
that
is back
keen
the
on
zone.
Ares,
More has been
but I
such a
would
big
trust
throughout
Aurora
this weekend, so I
Ares
expect
over
Celtics to start
everybody
again
else.
with the boots into that Spear of Desolation, followed by some other flat 10, probably Divine Ruin with the Guan Yu on that other side.
It's crazy
Top
though to
gets
see
the snowball
adapting,
rolling.
just
We
like
know that when
rushing
she's late
Ninja
game,
Tab
if she
by
has that
on
threat for
Erlong.
stealing objectives, all that first
I'm
stages,
really not that
feels
keen
like
on
the other
Erlong
team
jungle
is
either.
kind of paralyzed and they can't even play.
Honestly,
Completely agree.
Erlong and
Scylla, from an
Ares feel
absolute
like
game
the
changer
Yeah.
in the
weak
SPL
points here
meta
in this
week
Radiance
in
draft,
particular. They've been
but
holding this card
Adapting
close
and
to their chest
Aurora are
all
both
year. If
such
they've known
good
about it, they
players,
have
I
its
could
own
actually see them
catchers.
making this work.
Scylla came out of
Oh yeah, I forgot to
nowhere,
move my
Dark
face cam.
Force
Sorry.
in that mid-contention.
I
Even
definitely
Paul
forgot.
going a little bit
Guys, to be
deeper into
fair,
the pool.
there's
This
no
isn't
kills.
hell, this isn't
There's no
Evo,
kills,
not
to
what we
be
normally
fair.
associate with him.
But,
Not even
yeah,
Poseidon,
we're chilling.
Morgan's almost a new look for this guy.
Paul gonna be
We're
able
chilling.
to be a bit of an aggressor himself, right? We said
It's
Cubo
just
Fred
crazy
was
that
a
there's
blowout,
really
but
been no
later on in the
kills.
game, I'll expect more from Paul. A Cyclone Spin under.
Well, no, I
some
trust
trouble
Aurora
already.
mechanically.
But there's
I think
the
Aurora's a
leap
really
in.
good
You
player
can't put on her in
mechanically.
trouble that easily. He leaps and pushes Zapman back, and I want to see Cyclone Spin continue to play this way.
Well, I
with
just
this
want to give
leap
like
into
my
the zone,
thoughts on
just
the
like
games
you
as they
asked.
have. You
But
know
it's
the
still a
drill wave.
double-edged sword.
You
If
know
he
how
gets
it
those
goes.
boots online,
You just
maybe
want to
we
give
win. I
like
don't
your
care if the
thoughts
ultimate's
on the
available. If Zapman plays
matches
set
as they
moves
take
up
place.
properly, he's at least going to get the damage, if not the mez, every single time. Cyclone Spin needs to play safe until maybe the Devo gloves gets finished, and as well as the Ninja Tabby. Then he should be able to establish his dominance in that lane consistently.
Oh, Forsaken, did you ever let me know, by the way, if you wanted the I think you wanted the announcer pack, right? Let me send you a code really quick. I'm so sorry, I like completely forgot to do that. I told you guys my lack of multitasking. My inability to multitask. It's actually kind of incredible.
I think he should be able to transform almost every time. That's a long time until the no escape really does go off. Scary D in a little bit of trouble. This is something Adapting's been doing all set, trying to find this picks in the solo lane, these early rotations over here. This time, all it amounts to is stripping away that cavalry charge. But we know what Benji's able to do with a slight lead. No ultimate available for that Guan Yu. Scary. It's not as safe as you might think.
Alright, Forsaken sent the code. Nice! Okay, got it your way, Forsaken. No worries.
Relatively, if he's able
Made
to
sure to get it your way.
when he's caught in the grasp of Aurora's ultimate there. Cyclone Spin getting
I mean,
his
my
first power.
multitasking ability is
He
already
is
trash,
on
so
the back of
I'm
the
not
fight, but he
surprised
doesn't
that's
anticipate
gotten
the
even
damage, and
worse.
Neil stays patient with the blink the whole time.
Yeah, with Cyclone Spin maintaining the jump.
I actually think Danzabaru could be one of the best hunters in ranked whenever he's open. He's so good. I'm not very good with him yet, but I actually think that hunter's got like insane gameplay potential, especially teamfight potential.
But he didn't prioritize the boots, did he?
Guys, did we not learn this lesson? Like, think about it this way. Soul and Jingwei both had Fatalis as ADCs in their kit at one point in time. And everybody thought they were broken. What does Danzabaru have in his kit? Fatalis. Okay, that's all. That was the only point I needed to bring up.
Maybe we are in rather than what we thought for another slow game, but here's Adapting, looking for Cubo Fed, finding the root. And Cubo just stays calm and collected.
Yeah, Cubo stays calm and
Yeah, but it's the
collected,
same
also
thing.
loses
Jingwei
50%
only
of
had
his
it in her 3.
nearly
Soul only
instantly
had it
maybe
in her
the follow-up
3.
there from Big Man Tings if
And it's
a little bit
not as
closer.
small of a circle as you
Monster
might
comes through
think,
his
because
follow-up. I mean,
even
there's so
though
much to see
you
between the
only have to
mind
be in the
versus
circle,
as
you
well
could
as the
still
turtle
be
form of
attacking a
Adapting
team
that
fight from
big
a
enough proof of
pretty
concept.
good distance
Adapting's able to
inside of that
engage. He's
circle.
able to be the aggressor. He's able to be the first one in. Kenneth, a man
It's
of
the
many
bigger
crowns.
picture
This
when
is
it comes
just
to
another
those
one.
kinds of
He is
things.
showing us that he is comfortable on this Erlog. I like this look here for him.
Yeah, Chronos
He
Fatalis
had
is
that,
also pretty silly.
goodbye video for
Chronos
Adapting, and
Fatalis,
he's been
like
doing all
any
kinds
god
of
with
things
Fatalis,
on
like
that
even
screen.
Erlong. They
This
just
one
got
you
rid of
see style
Erlong
a bit
Fatalis
more
after how
of the
long?
late grind
Like,
early on in his career. He he did
It's
just kind of
crazy.
initiate it
Like,
all the
Hi-Rez is
time.
like, listen, we
This
know
certainly
Fatalis is
showing that he
inherently
is still
bad when
comfortable
it's just
on
put
hero.
into
It's
God
been a
kits,
while
but also
since maybe we've seen
we're
this exact
bringing in
build
this
from
new
him. So
god with
another bit of a slower
Fatalis.
game than in this
Like,
one. But you were saying maybe
nobody
more
likes
potions to
Fatalis
get
in a
aggressive.
god
Is that
kit.
a must
Because as
for these two
small as
teams,
and
or
trivial as
are
it
both of
might
them pretty
seem,
capable of
like the
fighting it
actual
locally?
Without the
the
added
actual
value in
outplay
this match in
potential is
particular,
pretty
I
extreme
don't think you can really
with
favor one
Fatalis
of these
in a
squads
hunter
over the
kit.
other come late game too heavily. Still, you've got the healing coming through from Guan Yu as well as Cupid for PK, but Radiance is going to have the heavier scaling team as far as damage output goes.
Man, I
Psych,
feel like these
Swordsman, and
games are
Big
just
Man Things are
going like
both going to
longer
have
and
enough
longer now.
in late game.
They're powering up.
Worried about
Without
this Morgan. I
kills.
think Paul is going to be very intricate and he's going to be very indicative of how this PK roster is going to want to play.
You're thinking based off this comp, Otter?
Soul Reaver build is going to try and one-shot someone
Who
in
you
the
got?
backline.
You got PK? You got Radiance?
I like PK's draft more
Same.
because of the
I think with the
Morgan
Morgan,
Kuzumbo.
yeah.
Well, has
It's
all
literally
of his
just the Morgan
options at his
Kuzumbo.
feet of how he
I think
chooses to approach
Morgan
this
might
game.
be
That will
slightly better than
likely
Scylla,
dictate the flow.
and I think Kuzumbo's
Once we get a
definitely
little bit
better than
deeper into this
Ares.
itemization for
This
this
is Morgan right. The flex could be OP.
direction that we'll be seeing from them. So
Well, you can
Nidal
just like Moriel
heading
into
towards Ares into this
Guan
lineup on the
Yu or
exact same
Scylla
spot
every
there for
time.
Heroic for both of these Guardians.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not a bad way to begin, right? Both of them with relatively easy to apply CC that can set up for some big damage.
Oh yeah,
damage.
Julie's explained it. Thanks, Julie. Julie explained it perfectly. It's literally no movement penalty while you're autoing. That's why Fatalis is so good. What about the new map? I like that the buff spawn at the same time. There'd be a lot of fighting on the Lesser Scorpion. Oh no, you're fine with the English, Joby. The new map is so new though. I don't really have a thought on the new map. I love the fact that the map is bigger. I think the map needed to be bigger.
Yet it's Pittsburgh that
I'm
is
really
looking for the first
curious to
game.
see
Benji is the target.
how
Still
it
has
develops though
heals
over time.
available, but used it a bit too soon to avoid the stuns. Now even underneath the tower, he is the target. The Mystic Rush is there, but still Benji
Ooh!
survives. He does not live.
Yep.
Blood goes over.
Damn!
Everybody out.
Benji almost made a huge play there. I'm not gonna lie.
Put him down, but Radiance, no slouch. They're going straight to gold.
And they use the I'm a Monster for confirm, so Gold Fury goes to Radiance. Even though they give up first blood.
All right, that was a great punish though from Radiance.
What a response.
They lost Benji, but they did a great job pulling that Gold Fury immediately. What's my best strategy for staying in shape and losing weight? Honestly, when it comes to fitness, the biggest thing you can do for yourself is consistency. I work out nearly every single day. And I mean that. I work out literally all the time. My diet isn't that great right now because I've been bulking with like a little bit of a dirty bulk, if I'm being honest with myself. I start my cut in about a week and a half, 2 weeks time. And the only thing you really need to know about fitness is that like if you just watch what you eat, if you're like considerate with what you eat and are just making sure to like consistently work out, you will definitely get the weight loss that you're after. Does PST work on PS4? I don't think it's working on PS4 right now. They might have fixed it though. Doesn't seem to be any high walls, like you can camera angle everything. That's a very valid point. I actually really like that you're bringing that up. That's something that I've seen a couple of people bring up now. And I haven't actually played the new map myself to know for a fact. But I can kind of get where you're getting at by like thinking about like the map that they presented us. I could definitely see it being an issue with the walls being too low.
Toxic Blade is going to be a huge damper for him.
That's the patented John Fence approach. Can't get it wrong if
you can't use it? I'm sorry, Lyra. Yeah, it's probably still bugged then. It usually takes them a little bit of time to work out these big updates for everybody. Did I ever do intermittent fasting? I did do intermittent fasting at one point in time. I've experimented with it, but I haven't done intermittent fasting for over a year. To put it in perspective for you, I do believe that it's an effective tool though for weight loss, but for my current fitness goals, intermittent fasting just isn't something that I need to be partaking in order to accomplish my current fitness goals.
This is such a
like even when I start my cut, I'm not gonna start dropping my calorie count on a day-to-day all that drastically. Like I still need to maintain a reasonable level of macros, at least as far as it comes to like proteins and carbs, because I want to maintain a certain level of weight. But yeah, I think intermittent fasting is definitely useful. I think it could be great if you're looking for weight loss and if you use it appropriately. You just don't want to starve yourself. I think the biggest thing that people do that hurts them when it comes to fitness is they starve their bodies, they starve themselves because they're so focused around, oh, if I just burn more calories than what I take in, then I'm gonna accomplish the fitness goals that I'm looking for. But honestly, all you're really doing is hurting your body. Everything in moderation. That's what I always tell people. Everything in moderation. Like, if you're eating like 3,500 calories a day, don't try to suddenly drop yourself to like 2,200 calorie diet or lower. Like, you want to go piece by piece because it might take you a little bit more time, but you're going to make sure that you get things done right as opposed to trying to cold turkey and just hurting your body in the process. EMS to be very Giannis friendly. Yeah, I mean, they're trying to buff Giannis, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, they're gonna do something with an invade item. I believe that. Yeah, you'd be surprised though, Mactavius. People always try to cold turkey their diets, and I'm like, dude, you can't do that. That's gonna hurt your body so much. Little by little, man. Everything in moderation. I'm scared for the Giannis rework too. That rework on his ult's actually spooky. If they make it based off of like a percentage of the health, like they're saying they will, like that Giannis buff's gonna be disgusting. They're buffing Giannis though, likely just because of the fact that players just suck ass at hitting his abilities. That's the main reason why they're probably gonna buff Giannis. Giannis is already so good, people just suck dick at actually landing his kit. If the casual player base actually understood how Giannis kit worked and were like capable of actually landing his cooldowns, Giannis would never need a buff ever again. But because Giannis casuals are so fucking ass, like if the casuals just didn't suck dick, Giannis would never get a buff. But unfortunately, yeah. No, I think that Giannis ult can definitely one-shot, though, with the change. I think he could still change. Dude, Zap's insane. Zap Neo. Zap's actually such a big brain. Oh my god. No way, dude, he lives? Okay. Double Robin ult, hell yeah.
And now Cubo Fred himself is here to look for Cyclone Spin, and Paul gets himself a double, took care of
Morgan is OP.
She is so broken.
And how about Pittsburgh Knights navigating these early parts of the game better than Radiance here in this third game and setting up for a Fury?
The ult can only do 75% of your max health. Yeah, but imagine that it's doing 75% of your max health and you're a frontline tank that just survived the team fight and you've got 2k HP left out of that 4k HP. You're 100% dying. You're 100% dying there against the Giannis. I'm just saying. Giannis can still one-shot, I think. He's just not going to one-shot in the way that people imagined. He's going to be like the one-shot threat after a team fight. Like, I'll be terrified to try and pull an objective with Giannis respawning on the map. Oh, by the way, 3 sips for drinks for 15 minutes.
This is a much different pace than we've seen all.
Rest in peace, Outer.
Every single step of the way, they've been able to establish.
I want my 4th bottle.
The of the set, but this is really the first time that they brought it to him this early on.
I mean, I think that this makes 3 games.
I really need my food.
Lost in how to deal with this Pittsburgh Knights.
Yeah, I just had a protein bar, like trying to save myself a little bit.
I'm drinking on like a, you know, an impossible sandwich stomach.
And now here in game 3, it's just all of a sudden pressure. That rotation to left, where Zapman holds onto the beads and Pittsburgh Knights get the punish on the back end. That is such a great call from them and such a great navigation of that entire team fight. Now, here they are invading the blue buff and stripping that away. But
bringing them hard cider, like some pink rose cider, rosé cider, whatever.
God.
This team fight though.
Wants to pull, he gets 2 in.
That was good though.
They got a big arm of monster.
Scary D, pretty low, caught in the
Let's go, Tings!
The big man Tings. Neoma, the last one standing.
Maybe a triple for Tings.
Yeah, where the fuck are the Garys?
Away the honor, but they'll take those 3 kills. What a response from Radiance. They absolutely needed it, considering what the Knights just did.
But what is PK doing elsewhere on the map? Zapman stripping away the red buff. Now it's just Benji on the right-hand side. Is he going to go for the tier 2? No one from PK is responding.
Yeah, he looks like he was considering continuing a push, but no
I
longer
love
that
how
kind of
Zap
pressure.
and
That
Paul
being
just
dropped
like
on
did not
Radiance,
care
and Scary
about their
people
front line at
really
all.
all sent to watch through Black
They're
Moonlight
just like,
Path
oh,
as
you
they
guys
stepped
made a
into
bad
Radiance
commitment?
players for
Okay,
a moment.
peace.
At least a
Good
little bit of
luck.
momentum.
Gonna go
Certainly
farm.
still the lead,
Yeah,
8,000 still in favor of
that's
PK,
the
but they
play,
have shown
honestly.
that they can still respond
Oh
to this
man.
Pittsburgh Knights draft.
Oh
And if
yeah,
you don't
another
have the
sip by the way
relics,
for the multi
you are gonna
kills.
get pulled in by Aurora and dunked on by Tings. That has got to be priority number 1 for PK to avoid that
Uh-oh.
combo.
That's a combo as classic as Smite itself, right? This has been around for a very long time. And if you just look at PK's draft, the CC immunity ults, you're looking at Neoma, you're looking at Scary D, potentially Cubo if he's not using his ult to engage the fights. And that's
I
about
removed
it.
your
Paul,
timeout,
Zapman,
Godless
both of them have
Gorilla.
to use beads
I removed your
every single
timeout
time.
because I
And
wasn't sure if
Radiance,
you were
they
trying to
got
post
plenty of
something
beads
or
winners,
whatnot.
9 turns
What's the
blessing.
rules
Benji's
about
ultimate
drinking?
as
Oh
well.
man,
Even
so
Big Man Ting's just
every
finding the stick
resub's a
him.
drink,
So you have a lot of
every
ways
new
to deal
sub
with
is
the
a
relics
drink.
of PK.
Every two gifted subs is a drink. So you guys can't shap me with gifted subs. Every objective kill is a drink. Every objective steal is 2 drinks. And multi kills are a drink. And so yeah, just drink. Just drink. That's all you need to know. You're just drinking.
You really do, but even though Aurora's
I
got
drink
two
when I
down the lead, there's some
remember.
level leads for
That's a good way
PK
to
as
put
well.
it.
One in the jungle,
What am I
one in
drinking? Like,
mid
also,
as
I'll just show
well.
you guys.
Take
It's
a
these
peek at the
things.
build from Paul. I think
It's
this is the
like,
first time we've seen Polynomicon picked up
it's
by
like a
Morgan
rosé
this
cider.
week.
I'm like
First
alcohol
potential
noob.
is absolutely there. If he's able to
I'm not
stealth into the
alcohol
back,
savvy.
find a
I'll put it
stun,
this way.
find an auto attack,
I'm
Dark
like a
Omen
big
afterwards,
alcohol noob.
immediately
But
transform.
these just look kind of
Someone's gonna
tasty.
die
They're
by that
okay.
quickly.
They're starting to get to the point now though where I'm like, ooh, I probably should have done Mike's Hards or seltzers over this. Yeah.
Who the fuck jukes that way?
Victoria, thank you so much for the gifted sub love to Bin Laden. Bin Laden, welcome aboard the Keto family, aka the Otter Posse. I'm actually a baby weight. Like, I'm such a lightweight, it's not even funny. I just can't believe I've really made it 4 deep on these. White Claw would have worked the same, maybe. I gotta do the half sip now, though, Victoria.
10 people are gonna be there. That's where the fights are really gonna establish
What up,
themselves.
Chi-Chi?
PK have less healing this time
Oh.
around, but they still have the edge. Guan Yu
No, my
and
body's hitting the
no
point where
response
it's like,
sustained
please stop
out
drinking
of the
rosé
side of
cider.
Radiance outside of maybe a couple
That's
of
where my
Mike's two
body's at
items
right
versus
now.
a
It's
couple
like,
of
listen,
Timbers. But
you don't
Radiance
like alcohol,
bring
and
the
we don't
fight
like
to
alcohol
PK.
either.
They take on a tier 1 tower. Time for PK to put up a defense.
Well, I probably sound different because I'm also getting over tonsillitis. Like, I'm trying to get over tonsillitis at the same time. It's the eyes? You think the eyes are what giving away? I figured it would be the slight slurring. Like, I already screw up my pronunciation of words on a regular basis, so like when I start to get like a little bit of drink in my cup, like that slur just my pronunciation of words is just at an all-time low. All-time low, man.
Taking just the tier 1 was gonna be nice for these gold tree fights. Now PK
I'll tell myself, yeah, I'm gonna wake up
much
tomorrow and be
further
like,
away to escape
guys,
the fight.
never
They start
again.
to fall behind.
When I start drinking, though, all I really need is food. I just haven't had enough food. I just need, like, I need Raphael to come save me. Raphael, my life is in Raphael's hand. That's literally my Dasher's name is Raphael. And he's 20 minutes away from me, man. So, like, it's not looking hot for Raphael and me. It's really not looking hot for me and Raphael, man.
The Knights must be planning on a reset as Paul moves in with the stealth, but is forced to retreat, and PK has to reset.
Yeah, PK have to play very carefully here. As you already highlighted, Big Man Tings has the best confirmation on the map, but he's going to have to put himself in a position to get engaged on if he wants to step up for it. Cavalry charge available, potentially 2 of them with the Morgan. If Paul wants to, he can even turn into Big Man Tings himself and confirm the objective, but it seems like Radiance just showing their face of the objective is enough to scare PK off. But now, what's going to happen?
Ooh,
Are
are they really scared though, Mifflin?
It's yet to be seen.
Are they scared, or are you scared? Thought I was talking about the turtle? Dude, I forget what I'm talking about half the time. That's the other way you guys know I'm starting to get there. When I start forgetting what I'm talking about, and you guys remember better than I do, my boy Raphael, I need Raphael to hit the Nas, man. That's what I need.
These big duels around them. So it looks like neither of these teams want to make a mistake there, and instead they're being patient. But Zapman and Neil are back. They just haven't started it up yet.
Yeah, PK went back to base and picked up a couple of wards. 2 sentries in the pocket, 2 normal, as opposed to Radiance only having the 1. So PK should have the clear advantage as far as vision goes.
Old girl
as
might not
Radiance
make it to
is
the
the
end.
objective of
I'm
this game.
determined.
Very hesitant
All
around
right,
this
that
field.
first
Seems
set
like
gave me
both
a
of them
huge
feeling the
advantage.
pressure of this
The
1-and-1
ghost
set.
set,
No one wants to give up the
being
balance.
as like much of
Because Radiance
a
is already
feels
there.
Batman
Yeah,
as
the
it
pressure
was,
they have on
might
the
have
monster.
saved me,
Radiance
man.
confirmed the objective
Big Man
cleanly.
Tinks being
Pittsburgh
consistent
Knights
with
have nothing
landing
to say.
objective
Snap is
confirm.
going back
Like
towards
I'm
the parity, but at this point,
Tinks is a fucking
as
god,
a
dude. I'm
Pittsburgh
not
fan, I
surprised in
wouldn't
the
stress about it
slightest.
if I was either of these teams.
See, this is what
Potentially
sucks
get
for me
tied.
too, watching these games though, is
1400
that like,
maybe a little
in
bit more
all honesty,
experience
like
from
I said,
Radiance,
there's
some
3
double
people
20s.
I really
Some
like
mid
on
laners are
Radiance
there.
draft
The
or on
early
Radiance
seeds
roster.
are
Like
there,
I
so
really
on
like
too.
Cyclone, I really
That's
like
not gonna matter
Aurora,
much
I
for
really like Big
either.
Man
So
Tinks.
adapting level
I
16
love
was
all
a
3 of
couple
those
instantly, and
players,
that's certainly
so
not
it's
enough.
hard for me to want to root
Pretty
against
big,
them.
especially considering how close
But like
Kubo
when it
is
comes to
to hitting
PK,
this insane
I love
power
Scary
spike. Is there
D.
gonna be a clear
I think
difference
Paul's an
between how
insane
these two
mechanical
junglers play?
genius.
Adapting
I
has
think
clear
Neil Ma's a
sustained
god.
damage, so
Like,
sticking these fights
and
is gonna
I'm
find
really
over
cool with
time, whereas
Zapman's wife.
Kubo has got
Like
no
I like Zapman's
Who
wife
the
a lot,
fuck
but I
jukes
can't say
that
that I'm
way?
that close to Zap.
No,
Yeah,
and that's the fall into
Brew.
adapting has in
I got
response.
you. I owe
That is
2 for the
Kubo
Gold
Radiance
Fury on top of that resub. I got
that
you guys,
will
trust me.
watch at all.
But
So
yeah, I
looking
love Zapman's wife.
four
Like
members
she's
strong
such
on
a
the
nice
Fire Giant
lady.
side
Like,
of the
and
map.
I know she
Not
wants Zap
considering
to do
starting
really
against
well
Zap,
here.
they
So
have the
like
presence.
again,
Radiance
I
still don't
just
quite yet.
feel
PK grouping
I
so
feel
strong in this
obligated
lane,
almost
might
to
be
root for
trying to
PK.
corral Radiance
But
into
I
a
wouldn't be
defense.
upset if
If they
Radiance
can get
won
eyes on
because
all
I
sides,
just
it
think that
makes it
these are
that
2
much
really good
easier
games. This
to
is
keep
probably
up
one
on
of the
the
best
Fire
sets
Giant
we've
itself.
seen
It is gonna be
all
a
worlds
4-1 tower
aside from
push,
like
and
the PK set
Benji
yesterday.
with the ult.
Benji blinks in and ults. Doesn't find much there either. Looks like Adapting's blink is on cooldown as well. And really,
Everyone's so patient, so scared.
Aurora ultimate coming back on cooldown soon, as is Neil Maz. They use there
My
together
body's really
earlier
rejecting
on
this
before
rose
that little
cider now.
skirmish. The Knights have a
That's the
small
best comment in the world
advantage.
so far. I like these 3 guys and I like
Already just
Zapman's
switched the
wife.
map. Radiance getting strung along
that's
by the Knights,
that's what
switching up
dictates
Kubo
who I cheer
to
for,
take
man.
down that tier 1 tower. Has
Yeah,
to
whoever
stop
wins, I'm
Radiance.
happy with. Like, I think that both of these
And now
teams
they're
are
already on the
definitely
pyro.
bringing
PK,
it.
where you at?
I would not be
Radiance with a
unhappy
great
with
call
whoever
there,
wins here,
adapting
dude. I don't
to
want to
in
take another
come
sip
the
for that
Knights, but a
Radiance
two-man
objective
taunt.
secure.
Well,
Pyromancer's not a
Adapting
real
in response,
objective. Big
Scary
Man
Low
Tings is
already
fucking
feels the love.
insane.
Comes out from Zapman
Nice
to split
double
the
man
flame, and
root.
Adapting is a little
Scary
under the
D,
back
this
lines.
fight's...
Zapman
Oh
gets the
my
first
god,
casualty
dude.
of this battle.
That's so huge
In
that
the
Scary
back
didn't
line,
die.
there's Paul. He finds the
Fucking
stun, and Tings is in
Morrigan,
some trouble. He
by
Yeah.
the way.
So Tings able to make it back out, but
Goddamn
Scary D goes in.
Morrigan.
Kubo Fry right behind him, and
Even
Tings
watching
with
that
level four.
happen
Gonna
makes
be
me
right
mad.
behind him as Pittsburgh Knights
Stealth
find three
in,
uncontested.
blows you up, transforms
Like,
mid-fight.
Tinks just had no chance. By the time he uses his beads, he's already lost half his HP.
He did not care. He trusted his team to find the fight, and they
That's
absolutely
insane.
do. Now it's only Cyclone Spin hovering around for
Oh, the
defense, so
free
without
fucking
the ult,
ward
he can't
too.
do
That's the
anything.
Well, he
worst.
has next to zero still potential. Pittsburgh Knights win the first big battle over near the Fire Giant, and Radiance continues.
No, here's
to
the thing
climb
though, Tessa,
to
is
look
that
a little bit lost in this
I
one. If
can
they're not
I
sure
can
how to approach
hydrate
this
myself
Pittsburgh
through
Knights team,
this.
that keeps giving
Once
them
I end
chances to keep
stream,
finding new
there's
ways
only 2
to
things I'm
push
doing.
past this Radiance team.
Eating a bunch
They
of
were the real
food,
deal last
largely
year. There's a chance
carbs,
they're the real deal here as well.
and drinking
Hey,
so
they're
much
playing
water I
so
hate.
patient,
I
aren't
think
they?
I'm an
Every single
actual
time we
fish.
maybe
I
they're gonna jump into
transform
this
from
fight. No,
fish to
they're gonna
otter,
wait
or
for
I mean,
Radiance
I
to make a
transform from
mistake. They're
otter
gonna
to
wait for an
fish.
opportunity to rise,
That's how much
find that
water I'm
clear
gonna be
thread,
drinking.
the opening
Fuck,
shot
I
to
already
find
blacked
the
out.
fight.
Julie
Unfortunately for Radiance,
trying to get me to live my best
almost
life.
every single time
Just
they're
black
thinking
out.
before Radiance, someone steps
I
too
can't
far
remember
forward,
the last
someone
time I
maybe
blacked out.
goes for a dive that doesn't quite work out.
I
That
really
time around
can't.
it was Adapting, and PK optimized on it perfectly.
Guys,
Now
it's
Fire
fine,
Giant
trust
on
me.
5
I will
members,
hydrate
only
plenty.
one tower
Why did
standing between
Ares pick
PK and the
Sunder
base of Radiance.
Spear?
It's gonna be a tough one. Radiance gonna have to defend.
Because okay, let me break this down. I swear my brain can process this for 2 seconds. All right, so the main reason why your Ares picking Sunder here is because without that Sunder, they're never going to kill Kuzumbo or Guan Yu. That's the primary reasons why, because Guan Yu, Kuzumbo, both of them have thorns. Their sole purpose in life is to stand in front of the carries and just NBA AA box them out off cooldown. They're just there like, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. Cyclone spin, big man teams, you're not allowed to exist. Sunder, boom. All that bullshit out the way. No one has to worry ever again in their life about thorns because you could still blow somebody up if they get sundered, even if they have thorns activated. That's the main reason why.
Having some fun on this one as Pittsburgh Knights have claimed the mid-tier 2, and they are ready for a Phoenix Siege. About 2 minutes to
I
work
mean,
with
it's
here,
literally
guys. How
just
do you like
Julie.
these
Yeah,
chances?
I mean, I'm not gonna open my Smite
Can work
client,
out. It's gonna be
my main
very
Smite
contingent
client,
on
until
big
like
man
tomorrow
teams. I think
or
it's gonna be almost
Actually, I
impossible
might
to
not even
really
open my
value
Smite
out of
client
this
until
one.
after
Who's
Worlds,
coming
Julie,
back
if
up
I'm
to
being honest with
PK?
you. Like,
It's gonna be very
I really
difficult.
don't
He's
open
almost
my
gonna be
Smite
the
game
first one
client
in every time, but
unless I'm,
Smite
like,
Does manage to pull in Neil
actually
Mom,
streaming the
has to use
game.
Soldiers. That's no
But if you shoot me a request, I got you.
support. That seems to be about how
I'll
that
definitely
interaction
add
has
you.
gone so far
I'm
throughout
pretty
the
sure
game.
you were in my
Zach,
games the
Scary
other day,
D,
weren't you?
Cubo,
Weren't
Fred,
you
and
playing
Paul
with, like,
threatening
Dishonored or
Mid.
somebody?
It's not much threat. They back
I
up.
don't remember who,
3-2
but, like,
spread,
I
but
really
anyways,
want to
push
say I
up
saw
in
you
mid
in my
and left.
games with
Trying to make
somebody
this hard
else.
on Radiance as Scary D moves
Oh, well,
in
yeah,
first.
okay. So, yeah, I'm not completely scatterbrained. I got
Very
it.
slow push from PK here, just trying to
Yeah,
divert the attention of Radiance. See if we can get big mini things to
that
come over
proof
the
is
mid
so
to create some
funny.
spacing left. Seems like PK don't like the look of this push. Instead, gonna fall back. They don't
Hey,
have
we
much
got
time
you
to
in that
play with
3v5
here.
though,
Only
that
about a
epic
minute and a half left in
3v5
this fire
that you
giant.
had.
If they go
I
to the
felt
gold
so
streak,
bad for you
that's the
guys
game.
when that
They're happy
happened.
just getting a tier 2
I
tower
can't
with that
believe
fire
you really
giant.
had two people in your game on
Reds off
Smurfs that
stolen,
were just like,
Primal
fuck
Fury
this,
stolen.
I'm
Their
out.
positioning
That
makes
sucked.
me think this siege is over. A bit surprised.
That was like
But
the
should
first time I've
ideally
seen a
be
3v5 in a
2Ks
hot minute
are
too,
one
from
of the
people
most
just rage
patient
quitting
teams
like
that we have here in
little
this league. They showed it
babies.
throughout this week.
But yeah, I got you, Julie.
They're gonna take their time. They're gonna
I'll
pick
add
their
you as
pick
soon
on
as I'm
this
in
one,
game.
and just elect
Or
to
the
try to
next
come
time I
out
open
here
up my
and win
Smite
another
client, I
fight over
promise I'll
that
add you.
fire. But this time they'll come in with an 8,000
The Sunder
gold
Spear
advantage.
make
But I think
Thorns
that
go
is
on
still
cooldown on
gonna
hit?
be
No.
pretty relevant here for them. They're nearly
Um,
6 slotted.
it won't make
Most
Thorns go on
of those
cooldown.
starters,
To the whole piece.
starters, and not gonna be the case over there
Dude,
for Radiance. They still have
dude,
Assassin, Phase,
I'm amazed you guys
Guardian,
just didn't
well,
turn off the
so
PC
maybe
like
a
right
little bit of
there.
an edge for PK.
Man, Mark, like I
Now
just had
Kubo
Mark
Fred
the whole
popped up
time,
his
just
gold
like
to
smiley
Airsight as
facing.
well as a push
Like
up
I
fire.
could just tell it
He's
was one
gonna
of
be
those.
one-shotting just about anyone.
Lol
The
ads on
Mid-Man
a Smite
team
stream
goes into
sounds
Iron
about high
Master
res.
Ultimate
What's
on
up,
Route 2
Dramatic?
support.
Dude, poor high
However long
res.
it is, 0.25, 0.5 seconds race to fire that one off.
Still getting
And
League of
ultimate
Legend
from
ads.
Kubo Fred should put him in the dirt with the help
Spoke
of
of that
Fire on
rap
Fire. I mean,
pack,
that's the
dude.
amount of damage output he's getting with
Raphael
the
better
Undying,
pick it up.
Heartbreaker, Jotun, Sledge,
Yeah, my
boy,
dasher's name
this
is
guy
Raphael,
absolutely
and my
swinging
chat's
for the
about to hit
fences.
a lick on
But
this
keep
man if he
your
doesn't
eye
get
on
here soon.
Paul, man. I can't emphasize it enough. He's got
Raphael,
so
man.
much
He's
power
at the
under
front
his
of the
belt. He's got
neighborhood.
Polynomicon for
He about to
additional
pass the
burst.
teat.
And I don't think my man's had to use these relics defensively a single time.
No.
Paul's essentially been free casting.
He has been easy going throughout this game.
Man, I
That
wonder
man
why Paul's
has
been able to
not been
free
easy
cast
going.
this
I mean, he
game.
still enjoys
Might be
Smite
something to
honestly,
do with that
been
6
very
seconds of
cautious with his relics
invis.
up until this point. Hasn't he? So Radiance
Like,
have
what do you do against a
do know
Morrigan
what to
that has
run, 'cause
6
it's
seconds
down
of invis?
about 8,000 or so.
She has
terms of
so
gold.
much
I mean, do
time
they
to get
have
to the
come out?
back
They haven't
line.
lost
Like,
the
how do
Phoenix
you
yet,
stop
so
that?
they can do so safely.
I think they should
You-
come out.
you
You're
don't,
gonna
you
get
die.
really enhanced
you
fire.
Like-
just die. You just
Away in
die.
about
I feel
25
like
seconds
Tings has
to that
played so
30-minute
well
mark.
this set,
Gonna
or
make it
like
so
this
much
game
easier
even.
for this siege from PK
But
to
like,
work
how do
out.
you
It
live as
seems like
Scylla
the
in
best
this
strategy they've
situation?
had is just have Zapman backdoor up Phoenix with the help of a Nene
The
captain.
time where I
It's
live is
really
7:08 p.m.
hard
Dude,
to
you
deal
guys,
with. They've
I got
been
Julie
getting
Ray
enhanced
pull
fire, so
up,
I'd really like to see
Shinamari,
Radiance
wave.
work
All
their
right,
way
I
forward,
got
utilize
chat
the
ready to hit a
ability
lick.
take
I
these
appreciate
fights
you
off the back
guys.
of big man Tings. Have adapting started up, maybe burn out
For
some of
real
those
though, it's
enemies.
like kind of
But
disgusting
so
how much
far,
damage Paul can do
PK's
in the
front
span of
line
like
has
2
been doing
seconds
such a
while
fantastic
being
job
invisible for
of
an eternity.
disrupting Radiance. Scary D
Like, you
going in
can't
with
even
the
peel
enhanced
for it.
thorns every single time. Neilma doing the exact same. How many times has Aurora had to use his own
Yeah,
ultimate
for the
on
EU
just
people,
Neilma?
Worlds is pretty
It's not
rough.
working out.
But I mean, it's not High Res's fault all the way. Like, they're starting the games pretty early in my opinion. It's just, some of these sets are just, they're just going the whole 9 yards, man. Like, this game, this set is just going to go all 5, I think. I really do think it's going to go all 5. And there's still a chance that I think Radiance could win this one. If Tings gets the bamboozle on PK first, they can definitely win this.
Yeah, they're waiting
It's
for
all
Radiance
about
to
Tings
step
being able
forward.
to
They
blow
wanna
up
take
Paul,
the
though,
fight
before
before
Paul
they
blows
take
up
the
Tings.
fire. PK, patience is the name of the game. So who's going to engage on the side of Radiance? If they don't start the fire themselves,
Man,
I don't think there's
I
any
feel like
reason
this
that Radiance
sucks
would
so
step
hard, though,
forward.
for Radiance,
PK
just because,
has to
like,
generate threat, be it through
you
damage
can't
with the
ever get
Giant
Fire
or
Giant
engaging the
ward
fight on
pressure
their own.
They gotta be careful
Oh.
against a Morrigan. Like, how do you get FG ward pressure against Mori?
Huge
But that's
toss.
big damage.
Oh my
Scary
God.
removed in an instant. Maybe Radiance still have an opportunity as the ultimate from Paul is off the mark. And Kubo Frank gets cyclone cyclone spin and trade. So 1-for-1.
Double
on
Robin
both sides.
ults.
ADC for Solo. And now Adapting and Cuba Fred continuing to battle, but Adapting just gonna lock him down because then
Damn,
up,
Scylla
swing all
missing the
way,
crush
good
is
overhead kick. Keeps
not
Cuba
it.
alive, and now they can look
I
to
think she
Black
thought he
with
was
the
gonna go
Vantage
down,
instead,
though.
who finds the knockup
That has to
and
be
puts
it.
on to Zapman, who has no
And like
hope
Zap's
of
probably
escape.
dead. Yeah, that's a good pick.
Left
That's a
isolated
huge
by his
pick.
team. PK scattering to the wind. Benji, we can't stop talking about him. Finds Cubo in mid, and he might pick up another kill.
Especially with the help from Adapting there.
Yeah.
And Adapting adds on the
You know
third
what's-
kill
6 to 9.
What a team fight
I'm
from
fixed.
Radiance. What I've been
Dude, I
saying,
literally
they're
just
not
finished
been
telling my
particularly
chat. I
clear
was like,
on how
okay,
they
so
wanna
Radiance
engage
can
in these
definitely
games.
still win
With
this
that time,
game,
they seemed
but
obvious that they
PK just
adapting,
have like
start
a
these
bigger
fights off
advantage of the
course.
Morgan, and then that
PK
happened.
essentially walk head first into adapting. My man said, "Oh, there's 3
Yeah.
dudes in front of me. Maybe I just 9."
No, I'm not counting any team out.
Oh,
and
I'll be
this,
right
like,
back, by the way. I'm getting food.
Is
Yeah.
obviously going to be there now. 30 seconds left on Cuvo. 20 seconds left on Zapman.
Just saying in
Radiance
general,
are in the
out of
driver's
posse,
seat for the
Foxhole,
first
that
time in game 3 with enhanced fire
you can't
giant
really
on the
count
menu.
either of these
Let's
teams
see if
out
PK
with
can
how
hold
they've been playing this
defense.
set. They're
They're
both
gonna
playing
bring
so
in the
well.
squad. At the very least, Scary D and Neil are on their way. Paul will be much further behind as the fire giant gets burned quickly, adapting.
It's kind of crazy that the drafts and the picks and bans have been like literally them just countering each other the entire time, and they strayed away from the meta like crazy. This makes the games really fun to watch,
We got to see how they're going to push with it.
even if it is like a little bit slower on the kill
How
side.
do you think their seed's going to look against the Knights' defense?
This is an aggressive composition that Radiance has. Benji adapting Aurora, the core of the front line, should be able to engage relatively easily. They don't have the same amount of sustain as PK, so they're going to have to be a lot cleaner on their engagements around these towers, around these Phoenixes as well. I think potentially, with the pace that we've seen throughout the duration of this set, Radiance might just go ahead and strip away these last 3 towers of PK and be happy with that there. But I think the defense of PK is slightly weak. They don't have a traditional mage like a Scylla or a Poseidon or even the Hebo. Instead, it's going to be a Morgan. That Dark Omen, fantastic poke tool, but a little bit less good at clearing out these waves, a little bit less good at creating space for the rest of the team. Paul is not going to be able to get usage out of the stealth either. The game simplifies on a Phoenix defense. The Morgan, not nearly as tricky.
No, it's going to be so much harder for Paul rather, to find those sneak around plays and start the fights off with a stun and then getting value off that Polynomicon as we have seen him do before. Still, Paul has not died in this game for what it is worth. The only member still without a death to their name. It looks like, for the most part, Radiance will be pushing up this left side wave, looking where they can find a spot to push.
And look at that. Paul elects to pick up an elixir of power before going for that true 6th item slot. He knows that he needs the additional power for that one-shot potential. That's going to be more scaling for the Polynomicon. If he is able to find a stun onto a priority target, that's guaranteed death every single time.
Radiance moving right in. Zapman only just now gets the back
Best
off
part
the left
is
side.
about
Phoenix
not having to
taking a
work.
ton
I can
of damage
actually
already,
sit here and
Neil
eat.
Maw getting pushed back into the Phoenix. Neil Maw does manage to get out of there, but adapting has the punish. So in goes Scary D. Desert Fury is the response as Aurora gets stuck inside the fields of love. And Paul looking for his moment. He finds Tings, who responds at the Aegis. And Paul has to use his ultimate to disengage. Turns into the Robin and looks to leave. But with the 5v4 advantage, I don't think
Oh
Radiance is
my
going anywhere.
god.
Tings uses the beads as well, though, so now he's got to play.
These guys are all
much
so
more
on
safe.
edge
He
with each
wasn't able to
other.
find the kill. Paul, that
Yeah,
is,
everyone's so
but he
scared.
does at least burn
They're
through a
all so
decent
scared
bit of
because they don't want to
Phoenix
be on
T-bar.
game point.
But with
Watch the
waves
WS
moving
movement.
mid,
Just watch. Look at the keyboard.
maybe
Watch it. See? Look at
Yeah.
look at look at.
They're so scared to commit.
WS. Run. Run. WS. Run. WS.
By the enhanced fire giant team, so Scary D moves in, and then right behind him is Hugo Fred, who goes for Cyclone Spin in the back. Scary comes in with the
Jesus,
ultimate, he
dude.
gets melted right
They're
away.
so
Cyclone
low
Spin
though. Can they keep
gets the
going
kill.
in?
So now there's 60 seconds, a whole minute without Scary, but Neil is on his way as Cyclone Spin heals.
I don't know if they can keep going
Phoenix
without
remains standing, but just barely a full minute left on this fire giant buff as well. Radiance has plenty of time to work with, but
Look how long this stealth
we saw he
lasts.
wasn't gonna be able to get tricky. Wasn't gonna be able to get
Oh, hold
behind
up. Wait,
Paul.
one more
He's
second.
there. Keep your eye on him.
He's got to go for Ting.
Wait.
Relics, but Paul,
Dude, he
I'm
has
gonna
so much
go
time
again.
in that stealth. You can't stop that stealth.
So stupid.
Neil though, that's a big play.
God, this character.
Oh, that solo ult though. Wow, dude. Oh my god. Paul.
Lean.
Paul is so good.
Fantastic play from
You didn't just say that.
Paul is so
patient
good.
inside the
You're a
jungle,
clown.
waiting for the opportunity. My man went into the cell 3 times before he decided it was the right opportunity. And
Paul's
PK,
insane.
Scary's leaving the base with the Titan armor.
Character with 6 seconds stealth. By the time his stealth cooldown's up, he could use it again.
Benji has a good
The fuck is that?
to make this work, and Paul
That's just OP.
gets here so ahead of
Just Just
Scary.
wait.
The
All right,
Mets
I'm
gonna
gonna
eat up
start
a lot
playing
of their
Morgan
time.
every game.
They can get a
Morgan,
big
King
lead, but I don't think
Arthur.
they can do much more than
Here I
that.
come.
It's 10 seconds left on adapting. 15
Oh my
for big
god,
man
that
Kings.
damage
Scary
is
D has to go back to
stupid.
base and defend his Titan, but Benji, you're getting burned, bud.
Absolutely getting melted. The mid Phoenix still alive. Zatman and Paul are so low. They're not going to be able to do it at all. They were on different pages, but Paul turns into the
Oh,
Cupid.
man.
No, that doesn't work either. So Pittsburgh Knights don't get much off their stellar base defense.
But they trade out
Morgan
half
should have
of the
transformed
Titans'
into
HP
Scylla
just
there.
for the opportunity to push down that
And
mid
his
Phoenix.
Siege.
It's going to be pretty hard
Look
for
at
him
it.
to find
God,
an
man.
opportunity to defend if Radiance group up as 5.
All right, let's take a look back at Paul's patience. He comes in slowly and makes the opportunity work.
Look at him. Fantastic play. And he ults the ult from the Scylla, man.
Wow.
Clean. This guy, we've been
You like
talking
that,
about him all
Scylla?
year. He's
You
the
like that Mori
playmaker on
play?
PK with the deepest god pool, and he's proven it on the world stage.
Yeah, Paul's about as good as they come in this middle lane, isn't he? It's a triple kill for him. Still has not died yet. 5-0 and 6. Another
Yeah, it was just really clean play.
Their Titan is so low at this point. Radiance putting the pressure on the EFG right away. Neomaz, Hatman, Cubo, Fred, they're all nearby. Maybe I'm wrong. It's not EFG. They go
Scale of 1 to
Pyromancer
10, how
right away.
depressed are you?
Scary D does a good job pushing out that left.
Wait, what you mean?
side, making sure those
Having to play
timing
against that
waves
Mori.
won't be contending with the Titan for much
Having
longer.
Mori
Radiance,
rob you of
they
a
don't
game
have the
end.
force to fight right now.
I think
They've got
PK
a
end
timer.
or
It goes 5
Radiance
minutes
end
from the
there
leak into the
if
base. We've seen the
Morgan
damage they
doesn't
can do. It's already
exist
50%. What's another 50?
on the minimap.
Well, they're not serious about it.
Just-
Cyclo spin even took the back.
I don't know. I always felt like there should be a better counter to stealth and Smite, and there just never has been an answer for it.
A real answer for it, at least. Yeah.
Yeah. I honestly, I still think like the easiest change they can make that would be really good is make Sentry spot stealth people. That's it. I feel like that makes sense.
You know what's weird is that sometimes I feel like wards do spot people on invis, but then like other times they don't. Like, you know when you see the exclamation marks above your head and your invis, it's like something has spotted you, but you don't know what.
I don't get that exclamation mark over my head. That's weird.
Oh, I've seen that before
I don't think you want
in-game.
your jungler at half
A
HP
few
before you
times.
start a fight, so Radiance might not even do it. They're gonna send adapting back to base.
I'm not gonna lie, chat, I'm enjoying the hell
Nobody
out of
on
this feed.
PK is there to defend. Finally,
Fred.
Cubo Fred goes back to base. He has to show himself on the wave.
I've moved on to
This
the
is gonna
miso
be an
soup
opportunity
portion.
for Radiance, but
That's
as
what's
Alright,
in
here
my
comes
cup.
the forest from
Little bit of
Radiance.
miso
They
soup.
gotta do something.
He's been the initiator
Yeah, well,
for
that Robin's
Radiance
clearing.
the entire
This is
game.
enhanced
He
fire,
got
though. They don't have
one
anybody
low,
that can
blown
clear
up
it.
Instantly, he had to go back to base.
That's why they're looking for a pick.
Time for Cubo Fred to get back. This is the opportunity Radiance needed from getting that Phoenix and then putting pressure on the FG.
This
This should open
sucks.
it up for them. They're gonna go
They
right
have
to the
Scylla
fire.
for
Cubo's
secure.
still
I
in the
hate
left.
enhanced fire giant
Pittsburgh
fights,
Knights
though.
cannot contest the confirmed
I really
teams
do.
either.
Because they can
How
Mori
much
ult
do they
into
commit to
Scylla.
this one? How much do they push in? It's a bait. Radiance come off the objective and look for the fight.
Wow,
Instead,
they're
Neomaz
really
is
not gonna.
low, but
Wow,
Zapman
Radiance just
who is
threw
forced
this.
to retreat thanks to the damage from Zapman.
No bullshit.
I think they have to commit there, right?
No, Radiance just threw this.
Scary D in the
Oh.
back,
No, but that's what I'm
battling
saying.
up
Like,
against Cyclo.
Radiance
Fortune
had to
still on the
commit
Neo,
there,
but
I
Zapman
feel
gets
like.
Benji, but it is 2
Nice.
for 1 in favor of Radiance as they have taken care of Scary.
Like, I'm pretty sure they got fire there if they full committed to fire.
Over to left, and they win the fight.
But
40
the fight's
minutes
like a
they're
lot
gonna
more
play
sus.
around. Yeah, they're gonna play around
So
this.
much weight behind it, Finch. 55 seconds left on Scary.
It's crazy, like
What's the best console?
it's
I
just
mean,
crazy how
it's
scared
all
and
down
how
to
much they
personal
respect
preference,
the plays.
Nervesh. I think the best thing to play Smite on is mouse and keyboard.
Like 4
Mouse
people
and
up, you
keyboard
know
is the
those 3
best
people
for
on PK are
accuracy.
gonna back for sure, right?
Yeah.
Because they're low, but they decide to all back and let them back too, instead of just trying to go for it.
Frontliner can come up here. So instead, they'll send Cubo Fred up. They are not completely giving up.
All right, here we
Uh,
go.
That's the problem with these non-crit games.
These guys
Like,
are actually just gonna go for it.
all they have is fail not.
Go for secure.
They're gonna know Cubo Fred is walking right over one, so Radiance turn around, but they gotta be careful. Crush is there for the confirm. Cubo Fred won't commit, and Radiance get the objective. PK are just trying to run now.
It's wild that they're really gonna let that one go.
And knew that was the lost of his opportunity, but a blink forward from Aurora should find the slow. It's gonna be up to Paul to find the peel, but no, the heart bomb is gonna be just enough. The rest of PK respawn. We get to do it again. Radiance, they siege the left hand
This is a crazy tango, chat.
It's gonna be much easier to clear it out this time around, but Benji without Fire Giant, that's worth noting.
I don't even know if they get more than just one Phoenix though with this FG. I feel like PK is just gonna, like, if I'm PK, I'm going for the fight. Fuck the Phoenixes. Because if they get a 3-man team wipe, they can end the game.
I don't know, man. This is where the Knights are comfortable. How many times have PK had to make these big late game Phoenix defenses? How many times have they had to hold on? The pressure really on Radiance to find a way to break through, to not get got by Paul yet again, who found a
Finch gets
perfect
it.
push in from the
This
jungle
pressure
last
right
time.
now, the
He could
pressure's still
easily
on
do something
Radiance to
similar
close
again.
out here.
This is Paul's second elixir
There's
of
so much
power,
pressure
and he
on
still has
Radiance to
the
close
shoes
here.
of focus. He
Yeah.
could have more permanent buffs if he decides to just go for the true 6 slot, but instead, maybe he thinks this one's just a little bit better. He wants that scaling instantly for the Polynomicon.
I
But
swear,
it is a little
sieging
bit
into Morgan
surprising.
comps is the
PK
worst.
is this team that likes to take
Because
these
she just
games out
always
long.
comes from
You'd
behind
expect
you.
them to go for the more just
Well, it's
confirmed
that. It's just like
damage
you never
output
really know.
constantly. Instead, though,
So like
he's gonna
you know
play
how
the
MOBAs
Gemini.
are, right? They're literally about drafts and like how
Mhm.
you play it from
Damage
there.
output, nothing
Morgan
stays
literally
down.
throws a
Damage
wrench in
5
all of
seconds.
that.
Boots
I
still
know.
not
You can
invested
never
in
like
this.
plan for a
Just
team
a
fight
quick
or plan for an
second win.
initiation
Replaces
because you never know what
the
Morgan's
6
going to
slot
turn
on the
into
other
because
side
there's
for
9
Radiance.
choices.
They have all given up on their boots as far as I can tell. And have
That's what
moved on
makes
to
it so hard to play into her. That's why I think she's so broken. And I feel like there should be some sort of counter to stealth.
Still, they come
You
back
shouldn't have a
with this.
6-second
Push
stealth
yet. Still 2 minutes
into
on
a
the
stun
clock.
opener
How do you want
in a
Radiance
pro
to approach
game,
this?
you know, in a competitive game.
Yeah,
It's just
no.
Try and split the push
it's just
ever so
weird.
slightly, and already weaker defense from PK due to not having a traditional mage only gets weaker if they're able to split up the map. But instead, it looks like it's going to be a 5-man grouping from Radiance on the
And
weaker third.
Now they're just
Kuzen
gonna
just
push
gets
right in. Neil
he's
Mog
just getting
pushed
punished
back
so hard with no
by
follow up.
that impale, as well as the crush coming out from Tings. But Adapting's ultimate is already down, as is the blink for Neil Ma. Don't look to adapt.
Paul's just gonna look to go for big man in the back.
Right
Yeah, they're just taking too much
blessing,
damage.
but it doesn't matter. They've already created the space. Scary D goes
Radiance
forward
should
and loses
win this.
80% of his health before
Honestly.
he even realizes it.
I'm
Blink
telling
and
you, all
forms
that
down
PK are gonna
for
do, they're
PK's
just gonna look for the
solo laner.
fight.
And
They're
look
not
at
looking
Radiance,
for
still topped off,
the
still ready
objective
to move
defense.
in and threaten this left side Phoenix. They've got it low. There's the Fields of Love.
Oh,
To the
that's
turret,
Scylla.
force Radiance to pull the push further back. The rest of the Knights can now swirl in. Paul's looking to move to the back line. He
Double
finds
Robin.
a stun, and they get some big damage on the Tings. Following up his paw, he's done
Look at
it
that,
all.
man.
And Cyclone Spin is removed. Cubo
Scylla's
right
too
behind
far
him. Now
back,
looking for attack.
man.
Scary D
She got
is
out.
floating in the
Let's
back.
go.
That was such a good disengage on her end.
And I don't think they can hold on as Paul falls to Benji.
That's
who
huge
gets
though.
the
They
Yeah,
got
second
Radiance
Paul.
should
This
win
should be
this, though.
GG now.
This game might just
That's
be
it.
over.
Don't count about
It's
the
just because like
Silver
Kuzen's having a hard time
Champion
getting in
duo
there
for
because
PK.
there's no like
They
follow up
might
from
be able to
poke.
clutch this
Like
one.
Kuzen goes
It's a
in, he takes 50%
4-man
of his
grouping from
HP,
Radiance. Only
and there's
Cyclone's
no
been
follow up
dead
on
if they
damage.
slow going.
Whereas like when
It's Phoenix.
adapting
They
or
are not
Chilane
that
or
far.
anybody
This
goes
time,
in, there's
Burning
follow up
this
from the
one
Scylla.
down.
So there's
Adapting
tons
is
of damage
pushing
being
forward,
put
has
out.
Neil Ma locked down, but Radiance are
Like
running
Scylla's
into
constantly
problems
casting
without
spells.
Cyclone Spin here.
Like
They
Big Man
knocked
is
out
literally
the
carrying
Phoenix.
this game in my
I thought
opinion.
maybe in a 4v2
Carrying
they
the
go right
set,
to
I
Titan.
think. They're gonna
Thought
ban
they would
Scylla,
as
I
well,
think.
but instead they elect to go for the Phoenix. Only
Dapping
got about
goes
30
in,
seconds to
Aurora
slow
goes
push,
in,
but look
Scylla
much time they have to
follow-up.
work with. Half a minute left on the
They're
nearest
gone.
respawn for PK.
So Aurora moves in, Benji right behind him. They have the knock up, and Zachman is forced all the way back to the fountain. They'll let Adapting take care of the middle Phoenix. And they're gonna back up. Myth, I am very surprised
Oh man,
by the way that they have elected to go about this.
they're really gonna let this go for
Yes,
another
it's
10
slow
minutes.
Going for Radiance, but that's the thin margins these pros are used
Oh
to playing on.
man.
That's the stakes, I suppose so. I told you already, world champion duo lane. You don't step to Neomon Zapman unless you come
The
correct.
fact that they
And
really
Radiance
had to back
weren't
off,
feeling
though.
confident this time
You think they
around.
had to
The
back off
tags
there?
in
You
the
think they
name.
could have stayed?
World champion. You can't be coming to him
I mean,
unless
it's
you're 100% certain. Radiance
honestly,
not
I
this
probably
time,
would have just
but
been
they
like, yo,
have
we should
gotten
probably
some
go for this,
small
guys,
wins.
but
Phoenix down, left Phoenix
3
down,
people dead
Fire
for
Giant
13 plus
respawning in 30
seconds.
seconds.
yeah, I
I don't
mean,
think PK
that's
can
plenty of
step up
time.
to
You only
defense.
need like 8 seconds.
No, they cannot. That play though, that decision.
I think they end.
If Radiance
Nah, I'm
don't
just kidding.
eventually
I don't
win
know if
this
they actually
game,
end there.
Yeah,
If they
it's
go
hard
for it.
to- it's hard to
I think
say,
if
yeah.
they lose this game though, they're gonna be mad at themselves for not trying to end there.
They shouldn't lose. Like, as long as Scylla follows up off of their front line, they just win because the other team can't do the same thing that Radiance can do. Unless Morgan is going to transform into Scylla. And like, and during the transformation, he makes all the plays during that time.
They'd already done the majority of the work, but now PK finds
Double
Scylla
Robin is beast
every
mode for the
ultimate
backline
up,
because they shut
majority of the
down
relics available to them as well, and Cubo fed
Cyclone Spin.
deep in enemy
But it's like
territory,
that's all they're
maybe
doing.
someone straggling. Fire Giant one more time goes the way of Radiance. This next fight should spell the end of the match.
PK literally have to fight them though, like way outside of Phoenix's, or else they lose here now.
And their second enhanced of the game at that point as well. So now Radiance.
I honestly probably
all
wouldn't even
5
fight him
members
outside the
all 5
Phoenixes.
members with
Like,
their
no
relics,
bullshit.
except for the Blink
Really?
Kenzie, that'll be up in 30.
Yeah, I'd fight them like where my Phoenixes are, but I wouldn't fight them like out in the map. I would fight them in my base somewhere.
My main role's ADC, but I also play jungle. Like, jungle and ADC are my main roles.
Like Radiance are planning on pushing into that right side. Phoenix. Are they going to push right to the Titan room?
I
Yeah, I think PK can end if they get like if they get a 4-man wipe.
Like literally
they're definitely
anywhere in the
able to
throne room.
Their way through 2 lanes. Those are going to push up naturally as time
I
goes
don't know.
on.
I
They've
get
got 3
uncomfortable
minutes
letting
to work
Solo
with
get that
here.
close.
I think Radiance, they
Well,
can do
you're
just
talking
about
about
no
rank, so
wrong.
yeah,
That's the Sanguine
definitely.
special Oni Fury into push. Now PK,
Dude,
they're gonna
Scary
be
is
incredibly
he's
sprint
caught
in across
out.
the map.
Scary D has got to run the other direction, back towards his team, because this way he's alone. There's no chance
He,
he
does,
lives.
he doesn't
He's
realize
trying to distract
if he
Radiance and
dies,
lure them
they're
away
fucked.
from the actual push, but they're just gonna put adapting on him. How do you like this decision from Scary?
Well, at least
I mean, if
Adapting's
adapting
on
can
the
keep
right.
buying
That's just
time,
one
they're
less
fine.
person working on the push with
He
Scary.
literally just baited 2 people. They're gonna get this shit for free. Never mind. On her is
Maybe
auto attack in the air.
would be able to pick up the kill, but instead, look at this
Oh,
flanking
Cyclone.
Satman on the opposite side of the map. Radiance,
Yeah.
they got a free bird.
I don't know about any of this late game decision making here, but isn't it working out for Radiance?
I don't
They
know.
got, dude, they gotta fight.
They have
PK's gotta
lost
fight.
Phoenix is down. Almost never can you return from
Oh.
this position competitive. Aurora blinks in. Scary D with no beads is the target, and he gets dunked by I'm a Monster. What a play between Aurora
That
and
should be it,
honestly,
right?
the diff here is Scylla.
Aurora now a little bit low, has the heart bomb on him as they commit everything.
She does so much
it takes to make
damage.
sure that he falls.
Kuzin goes in.
Only 4 left
Cupid
stands
can't
as
poke
they're
for
gonna go to
free.
the left side. Phoenix.
Morgan
I've
can't
never
poke for
seen a
free
game
because they have to
this
play far
thorough in my
back.
life.
You know, Erlang goes in, Ares goes in, Chillane goes in. Scylla can poke from a far safe distance the entire time.
Wrongfully thought he had defense, and he instantly gets shredded.
Adapting will move in from the left. Radiance have done more than dot their I's and cross their T's. You cannot get more formal or more complete than what they have elected to do here as they show Pittsburgh Knights every bit of respect.
Bro, they should go for
that
the
Warriors
dub.
have earned. It looks like they're going to wait and maybe even take this mid. Phoenix once it respawns. They continue to hold in this formation.
They really
want
to play this as safe as possible. That's crazy.
Take some poke, but the whole squad is here as they finally move into the Titan room. There's the taunt. Neil Maw.
Dude, look at Neil's getting exploded.
Double Robin again. See, same bullshit. Doesn't work.
That man is incredibly low, but still makes it back to the fountain.
Oh, they missed though with the double Robins.
The target here at this point. It's down to half HP.
They did miss.
Pulls everybody back in, and that is it. Radiance making sure they get it done.
They just have to learn that, like, during the middle, like, I guess it's easier to say because we can watch from top-down view, so we see exactly what's happening in the fights. But the double Robin is not working late game.
That's gotta be so mentally
No, because they're not actually getting tings in the background. Like, it works if they hit tings, but, like, they're not even going on tings. Like, they're going on adapting there, you know, for example. So, like, that double Robin's never going to work unless they get the double Robinal onto tings.
It works. Yeah, it just works for a carry.
Yeah.
Like, they double Robinal, they kill the carry every time, but then they don't realize that they're just getting dicked out everywhere else.
Yeah. That's crazy to me.